could be here. I've seen you before.
We've experienced break-ins in the past at the original House of Wax. Because David and I live behind the store, we will be here most of the time when it occurs. So there's been times in the past where I've come out, it's 4 a.m, I'm completely naked and I've got no choice but to run to the door because we haven't had security. Recently, because of those type of events, we've upped security here and we have patrol cars that come past. We've got really high quality CCTV footage, and we've got a really good alarm system to make sure that we're able to capture all that craziness that happens after hours or even during the day.
I feel brokenhearted that this has happened to David and Michael. It's really disgusting, and it really just breaks me up inside that people can be like this.
I lived in Dandenong. I think in Victoria that's probably pretty low class. And I'd never experienced a break-in in my life there. I felt pretty safe, and I've just never experienced it in my life.
That was the initial break-in that was caught on camera. We've actually had more than that in the past, but because we didn't have the footage, we weren't able to find the culprit or have some sense of justice. I was spending time with my niece out back, and David had gone to the post office, and it was a quiet afternoon, nobody was booked in, and a female came from off the street and decided to help herself to some property that was in the store.
But I didn't understand what you're going to come steal. A candle, a bit of lipstick, a bit of makeup, like what? What are you coming for? And more to the point, what makes you think that you're worthy of it? I worked hard, very hard, for everything that's in this store. I didn't rent it from anybody. I didn't steal it from anybody else.
I feel extremely violated by this because it's something I feel I could have avoided had I have not had that trust in somebody else.
That laptop was a gift for Michael when I was trying to impress him once upon a time when we first got together. Because he told me he never had a laptop before, so I thought, oh, here's a laptop. I've had many. I think the laptop meant a lot to Michael because it was gifted to him. I gave him that laptop. I paid for it. It's the most expensive thing I ever paid for in my life.
This really diminishes my faith in humanity. Because we do live here, I feel like somebody has come into my own home and taken something from me. I was doing something so innocently, like enjoying time with my niece.
It costs me every time someone damages my property as a business. Every time my insurance goes up, my rates go up. I have to up security. I have to repair things that were damaged. It's a horrific experience. And on top of that, Michael and I fight like cats and dogs thereafter because it was his fault and it was my fault and it was their fault and it was someone else's fault. It was just everybody's fault but the person that has nothing to begin with. If you worked hard, if you wake up every day with a goal, you would achieve something.
Yes, I was 100% concerned for their safety, and that's the first thing that jumped into my mind, and I think most people would be the same. You just think about the people, whether they live nearby or not, and make sure they're okay because they're friends, and you want to make sure that their safety is, paramount importance.
We have posted this online and we have had such a response. It's been incredible. I personally don't even know 20,000 people, but I know that this video has been viewed over 20,000 times. And it's not even on YouTube, it's just on our original House of Wax page. You're that poor. You're that entitled. You're that something. I don't know what it is. I've tried to think about it, I've tried to put myself in those shoes. I can't imagine why you would take something that's not yours.
that you wanted it by the way you were looking. I knew you would be here, and the reason is me. The way you touch me when you walk by, my heart stopped beating.
My name's Cassandra and I work for Cotton & Body. Yes, I have been waxed. I've been waxed for about 1 year for my eyebrows with Michael.
How long have you known Michael and David?
For about a year. No, I've actually never done it before. I think in the past my friends just played around, but we never really wasn't professional makeup or anything. I'm really excited. I've heard really good things about Michael. And I've seen lots of photos, so I'm really excited.
What is your dream job / career?
I think maybe a model, successful model. So I googled best place to get your eyebrows waxed, and this place came up and it just felt right. I'm going to a friend's birthday party later tonight. I'm really excited. I can't wait.
Now, I start with your eyes because we're going to make a huge mess. So we're going to go about a third into the brow, and we're going to drag it along the top of Cassandra's brow bone and create a nice line up here. And when it comes to this section, you can just grab your brush and blade through the hair like this.
It's like the suspense, you can't see what's happening. Don't know what's going on. Oh, what's that? Oh, yeah. See, I like that, those colours.
They're nice.
I need it. You need to recommend a good palette for because I just don't know.
So how do we follow you?
On Instagram.
Yeah.
You press
Tell the
follow.
camera. What's your username?
Cassandra with a double A _Rose. Follow me.
Cassandra _A_Rose.
Yeah.
Tips, Michael?
Don't
Yeah.
fucking shake. Cassandra loves a harsh contour, so we're going crazy.
my god, I love it. I'm not used to having a colour on my lips, but I love it. Oh my god, yes. I feel like a goddess. Thank you. Love it.
Do you really feel nice?
I feel so good.
Do you actually like it, honey? I want
Yes.
you to be, you know.
No, I do. I love it. I really like that colour underneath.
Oh, I thought you'd
I
love
actually
it.
really like it.
I thought it's really glowy. And
Yeah,
cute.
it looks so good.
Is it too much for work?
I probably like take the lipstick off. Be like,
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love it.
I'll give you a bigger one, maybe.
Yes. It makes me look so tan.
What do you think of the contour? I mean, we look natural, don't you? Like,
I
your next
actually
blend.
really like it. It's really glowy. That's what I love. I thought it was really good. My treatment was fantastic. I'd definitely do it again. I feel so good. I feel like a goddess, like nice and glowy. So I'm going off to a friend's birthday party later tonight, and this will match my look.
Is there anything you'd like to share?
No, just that it was so fantastic, and I'd love to come back again soon.
I'm addicted to you. Inside I'm on fire. I'm infatuated, burning with desire. It's just the beginning. I'm carried away with your kiss. I'm addicted to you. Inside I'm on fire. I'm infatuated, burning with desire.
Oh, look at this bit. Look how nice that looks, yeah? I would rather them sit more in front of the TV, yeah? Sit them there, no? That looks great.
Hi, my name's Mandy.
And what are you here to do today, Mandy?
My pussy.
A lady came in yesterday and stole a laptop that we had on the front counter. I find it quite a brazen attack because she did it in broad daylight. She did it while we were here in store and during trading hours. I've never been robbed like that. I've been robbed in the past when we're sleeping or overnight and I've had to run out, but to have it done in such a bold way was quite shocking to me. Upon reviewing the CCTV footage, I saw that she had tested the register and the drawer and looked behind the curtain, and I feel like I failed my business in some way because she took something from me. You're out of your fucking mind. It is never right to steal. Are you kidding me? All offenders here will be prosecuted. I have no issue with that. Prior to this, I was a corrections officer. I think that was supposed to have given me some sort of lesson in life. I feel in this case that I should have been more vigilant and more on the ball, and I shouldn't have put my trust in another human being like that because I just don't know what anybody's capable of. I thought she came in as a nice lady, but she proved me wrong.
Since the break-in, we have added more security cameras. We have implemented a security company that comes and does nightly checks to monitor the building. I think thieves have this mentality of watching. Michael, when I wasn't here once upon a time, had some guy, some filthy garbo, I have to say, come in and, what's the word I'm looking for? Make a propositioned him for sexual favors. And again, Michael and I play Scrabble, so we don't know what this means.
I feel brokenhearted that this has happened to David and Michael. It's really disgusting, and it really just breaks me up inside that people can be like this, and people work really, really hard, and I know Michael and David certainly have, and it's just really unfair that this kind of thing goes on, not just here, but in a lot of places, and a lot of the time nothing happens, and we just have to pick up the pieces. So it's really unfortunate.
I've reported it to the police, and I'm hoping that they will get back to me with some sort of resolution.
So when this happened and I returned, Michael told me about it, and I really didn't believe him. I just thought this was just a lie that he had conjured up from somewhere. And then one day I was here, he was in a wax, and in walked this guy. He was real. And he was the most disgusting thing I ever seen.
I have the utmost trust in the police force because in the past they've been able to reprimand or bring the offenders to justice. I'm hoping in this case they'll be able to find the female that's responsible, as she will never be a customer of mine and she'll never be welcome here again. I think that's the most expensive thing she'll ever own. Stealing to me is the lowest thing that you could do, because unless you've worked for it, I don't think that you're entitled to it. We offer things here like Afterpay. That is an opportunity for people to lay by products and be able to take them out of the store. If people cannot afford a product or you can't afford something, it's not fair to just take it from somebody else.
Look, I think upping security is, yes, it's a logical idea. However, a lot of times, as we see, it may stop certain people, but if people really want to break in, they will and can. But I think for peace of mind, it would be a good idea.
Luckily, materialistic things can be replaced, but it is more the emotional damage and toll that it might take on me. I now feel like I just could never trust anybody to be in the store alone at any point in time. My mum was also here, and I know that she's quite upset about the whole ordeal because it is something that could have been completely avoided had we not have put our trust in another person.